Being a part of an organization like CCI, we are often the ones who are putting on events, learning collaboratives, coaching, technical assistance, and we're rarely, if ever at all, the recipient of those kind of supports for us as an organization or for us as individuals to have those opportunities. So to me, this was a rare opportunity from like a personal, individual, professional development opportunity to be inside a learning community instead of running one. I think there's this idea because we other organizations run things for others around equity that we have it we're good internally, right? But that's just not true. We don't ever get the opportunity for funding, for resources, for internal growth and development.
I think a lot of organizations don't shift because they're like, whoa, what if we make the wrong, and going back to racial equity, that's what this is all about, right? It's not about being like so terrified that you're going to make a misstep, right? That you just don't do anything. That's what racial equity is all about. It's like we're going to get it wrong. I've gotten it wrong billions of times, right? And it's about acknowledging that you got it wrong, educating yourself to the point of, oh, okay, now I'm not going to make that same mistake, and moving on and doing more. I think a lot of the learnings that I've taken from participating in the group is really how complex, this equity work is. I think for me personally, I think I've gotten so much out of it in terms of, really feeling camaraderie and just supported and feeling like, oh, wow, there's so many organizations that are similar to ours that are struggling with the same things. And that we all have great intentions and we're all great institutions, right? But there's always so much work to be done.
I think for me, I mean, Beth has been the most valuable resource for me as an individual, and I haven't had the depth of relationship and connection and time that I know Jackie has. But Beth has been instrumental in, I think, Jackie's development as she stepped into this new role we've created, a senior equity manager, which is a new role for CCI, and helping us understand what is this role, how does it fit within the organizational structure. And the most valuable thing for me has been the reconfiguration. Since I've been here for almost 8 years, I've seen a considerable amount of change in our culture. I think being an organization embedded within the healthcare ecosystem, an ecosystem that is hierarchical and white led and distressed, we absorb a lot of that internally because we work with funding partners and hospitals and clinics. And so we are part of that ecosystem. My opinion is that when I joined, that was part of our culture. And perhaps that's because we were absorbing it from the work that we were doing. But there's more of the ability to focus on well-being and connection. And we've made a lot of organizational changes to support well-being and connection over the past few years.
Probably not just the ELL, right? But like all of these different streams of support in different ways have really helped us feel emboldened to keep doing this work. And I don't think it's been easy and I don't think it's been quick, but I think it's happened in the time that it has happened. And I really just want to acknowledge like that work was really hard. That work was really, really, really hard of shifting the organizational structure, shifting the leadership structure. The stream of ELL has really supported us in a way to feel like, all right, this is possible. It might be slow going, but we can get there.